going to Corsica!
It's gonna get strong. It's gonna get wild. The infamous Bonifacio Strait, Bonifacio Strait. That is the magic of sailing.
We're gonna try and go to Corsica today. Like, the toilet is finally fixed. Knock on wood, that's the end of the toilet chronicles.
Give us a little update on what has happened.
I don't know where you left off. What did you tell people last? So Leo installed the toilet and it's working beautifully.
Did we tell people that we ordered a new one and so on?
Babe, you were filming taking your one out.
Ah, yeah.
So we've basically been here in the area around Olbia for about 2 weeks because the toilet broke and we had to have it ordered and then go and pick it up in Olbia, and that took a while, and then install it, and then also the wind has been really strong, so we haven't been able to leave. Now Leo has installed the toilet, we have tested it.
With number 1, number 2, now it's missing number 3, which is throwing in it.
So we really hope that's the end of the toilet chronicles. Unfortunately, that's also meant that we haven't been able to explore Sardinia really as much as we like. It's been a heat wave, lots of wind, missing toilet, really much been just stuck in one area.
Yeah, and the wind mostly, I mean.
And the wind's gonna continue blowing, so today there's gonna be a little bit of a lull.
Only 30 plus knots in the Strait of Bonifacio, so
yeah.
We engined now for an hour or so, but now we're sailing, and I think, I think it's gonna get strong. It's gonna get strong. It's gonna get wild. Now we have 50 knots of wind. I think it will go up to probably gusting to 30, hopefully not more. You comfortable, my darling? Is it hot in there? Spider dog, spider dog. What is he doing there?
I have no idea. He's crawling everywhere. He wants to see outside.
Yeah, he was looking through the window earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, ah!
It's gonna land on my head. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, okay, thank you, Kai.
I think he wants to write something on the whiteboard. We sailed 50 nautical miles today from Sardinia, from Golfo di Aranci to Corsica, across the infamous Bonifacio Strait, or Bonifacio Strait, because it sort of messed with us. Like, we were supposed to have more beam conditions with 20 to 25 knots. And then we had it for the 3/4 of the way. We had it like we were beating into it, and then it was mostly like 25 to 30 knots, and then in the end only a turn, and then we had also a full 30 knot wind for a long time. So it was 10 very long hours. Yeah, not very comfortable. And now we have arrived in the Golf de Pinarello. It's very beautiful, very busy, as you might be able to tell. And quite windy. Oh, not quite. It's a bit windy. And the next days we have to make it north.
Time for bed.
Yeah, time for bed. What do you think, Kai? Is Corsica nice? Are we gonna get a spot in the harbor, or are we gonna be bouncing around in the rolly anchorage, huh? You don't know. I don't know either. We moved now 40 nautical miles from near Porto Vecchio on our way to Bastia. And we found this Port de Taverna, but nobody replies to our calls or anything. So it's a wild card. Most likely we will be anchoring in this, which is not great, but probably doable. So let's see. So as you can see, we made it into the harbor. We got literally, maybe not even the last spot, but a bonus service we could tie up to the fuel dock. And if that wasn't enough, we got a 50% discount for the night.
Because we don't have electricity and water.
Which we don't really need anyway. And we have water there.
Exactly.
So, thank you.
Free showers.
Yeah, free showers. And okay, it's pretty nice. Very cozy.
The view is lovely.
No swell out there, the boats.
Now I'm just filming the view, not you. Now you can talk about the swell.
Yeah, no swell out there, the boats, they are moving pretty nicely in the swell. I mean, it wouldn't have been super bad, but...
No, but there's a really big boat right out there. Yeah, it's rocking a bit. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it is rocking.
I think as soon as the wind will stop, they will go like us tonight, like...
Last night, yeah.
I already loves being on land.
Yeah.
We can maybe have a beer, because we saved some money on the harbor.
Mm-hmm.
So we're leaving Bastia after one very rolly night at anchor. It has calmed down now, but it's a very, very, very pretty city. Very nice architecture, very nice urban design. There's even, I don't know if you can see, there's a little tunnel just there that actually goes underneath the harbor and out on the other side, which is pretty cool for a little city, to have an underwater tunnel to divert traffic towards the harbor. And now I think we need to tuck, because these guys have priority. So with all this filming, we nearly cut those kids off. But they were happy we tucked. We're leaving now Bastia, and we're gonna go to the northern, or close to the northernmost tip of Corsica. And hopefully it will be a bit calmer than anchor.
There's a dinghy plane behind you.
Yeah, for Adam, film it. If we ever upgrade to a dinghy, that's what we want. So yeah, we will go to the northern tip of Corsica, and then the next days there's a little bit slightly promising forecast in all this mistral mess. So we might try to get across to somewhere close to Nice, Monaco, because
It's the shortest.
that's where a super yacht like ours belong, and famous people like we, of course. So yeah, that's the plan. But it seems like it's either very strong mistral with pretty big waves, or it's like a light, like northeasterly wind, which reaches halfway, and then there is like a no wind zone with probably nice swells, and then it sort of turns again to more, I don't remember even. Anyway, it's like, yeah, all days we have been looking at are like a bit like that. So we're not entirely looking forward to it. Motoring in like calm seas and no wind is one thing that's actually quite okay. You make decent speed, but motoring in like residual swells, like it's just super annoying. Like you just go like flash, and everything. It seems like the engine will fall out of its legs or suspensions, which might actually happen. But so we don't like that. So we will see what we're gonna do. But I think we really would like a day without swell. I mean, we only had 1 day, 2 days with swell, and then 2 days in super calm harbor. So can't complain. The coolest dinghy ever. It's an actual dinghy with a wing. I think there are like 500,000 boats have arrived. And earlier, those Italians, they actually caught our anchor. It was quite dramatic. I had to jump in and untangle it, but nothing happened. But they really didn't know what they were doing. So coming for beer over. They're just gonna jump off their bow onto our boat soon. Right, Kai? Bark at them. So that was fun. So we left the northeastern tip now of Corsica. We were there for 2 days, quite busy, quite rolly. And now we met also some other young sailors from Belgium that have sailed down through the channels. And yeah, and now we're gonna go around the northern Cap, the Cap de Corse, around a little bit and anchor there for the night. Hopefully it will be a bit less busy and less swelly. It should be offshore. And then hopefully on Saturday we wanted to cross tomorrow over to Monaco, or in the area of Monaco.
Yeah, we don't want to go to Monaco.
Yeah, we want to park our super yacht among other super yachts. I mean, not with all these peasants. Yeah, and yeah, the wind is quite bad, but we hope that we will be able to find a little bit of wind, sail over there, and then sail along the coast and meet you, Paris. Another rolly anchorage, but it's nice. I hope this works. So we just departed the northwestern coast of Corsica and we will sail straight over to mainland France near Nice, where we have booked a harbor. It's a well-desired spot, so it's quite busy, but we got one on the 16th and today is the 14th. It's actually surprisingly cheap there compared to Italy. Like Italy, most places are like over 100 euros, and Nice we hope, or we think it's only 35 for us, and Pernille especially, and we really want to explore it. Unfortunately the forecast does not look super promising. It's around 100 miles and we only have wind maybe for 2/5 of the way forecasted, and then it's a bit like, but that's really the best we have seen for a long time in the forecast. So, and now actually it's really good. We were forecasted 10-12 knots and now we have like 16-17 and we're doing around 7 knots. Fingers crossed this will last for most of the day and the night, or we don't mind drifting in the night with 3 knots, but we just don't want to engine. Here we go, 6.9, 7, 15, 14 knots apparent wind, half wind, and fingers crossed it will last. So we are about 1/3 of the way. The wind dropped as expected, but what is not as expected is our speed. We are doing still 4.5 knots and we only really have 6 knots apparent wind. Very calm seas. There must be a current pushing us. Yeah, and it's dream conditions. Couldn't get much better. But unfortunately the forecast doesn't show this beam conditions to last very long, but there is hope. Maybe the forecast is wrong. So let's see. We're now nearly halfway and we got visitors. Kai spotted them like half a mile out. It's amazing. But we are only doing 2 knots, so I doubt they will find it.
Hunting.
Yeah, they were jumping
we are
and
sailing right past a hunting circle, it looks like. So we're not gonna disturb them in that.
we can't even.
We wouldn't.
No.
It's like, it's like we want to see dolphins.
Yeah, there they're jumping.
Yeah, it's important to respect it.
Yeah.
And not purposely sail into their hunting area. If you see them jump like that, that means they're hunting. And then you don't, yeah, I don't know, you don't hit the pedal to the metal and sail through it, as we've seen many motorboats do. We are going 2 knots. It says 2.4 here, but the other one says 2, 3. It's going better. We are well over 2 knots now. Excuse me, radio, I'm talking. Leo's in here, pretending to drink the tea that I made him. Always the case. I make him a cup of tea, he says he wants it, and then he never drinks it.
I always drink it, I just don't like it hot when it's warm.
Oh, my little boy. I will put some cold water in it next time.
Yes, please. One ice cube.
Leo's reading his book.
Yeah.
Number 4 in the fantasy series.
Yeah.
What is this series even called?
The Rising?
What?
I don't remember, wait.
You've read 4 of these books and you don't know what they're called.
It's Pierce Brown and I think it's called The Rising.
The Rising. Alright.
I'm not sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're slowly drifting.
Slowly drifting away.
And I think the avionics is still saying, oh, it's so depressing when you look and you're like, oh, how many hours is left? And it just says 1 day. And you think you are like, it's supposed to be a matter of hours and then there's still a day left and we've been going for half a day.
But how much is left? 15 nautical miles?
15?
50.
Actually, I don't know. Okay, so that's 1 day. 24 hours, 1 day. Depends on how we are hitting the wave, but I gather that's just 1 day. And we have 55.6 nautical mile left, so we'll be there tomorrow around 6 o'clock. and we already done 46.4. The majority of which we did when the wind was here and we were going quite fast, like almost 7 knots for a few hours constantly. And now 2.4 at best.
And according to the best estimates from the forecast we watched yesterday, we should have only been able to sail 35, 37.
Yeah, and we're still sailing technically, so that's a win. And the sea state is so calm, so we don't really mind. It's actually, we were just talking about it. It's calmer out here than it would be in the anchorage anyway.
Yeah, for the last 2 weeks, I think.
With all those boats coming and going all the time, this is actually nicer.
Yeah.
What do you think, hey? Oh,
safer
very
too.
overexposed there. Did you do your poo-poo and pee-pee for the night? Oh, don't do that on camera. It's not very polite. Anyway, soon it'll be sunset. Yay!
They're here. Yeah. Here he is.
That's really late.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had a visit this late before.
No, but I was just thinking it.
Usually it's just like golden hour. That's normal, but that's good. You guys are supposed to be in bed.
You have to go to bed, buddy. That is the magic of sailing. Into the sunset, doing 3.5 knots, 6-7 knots of wind, calm seas. The dolphins just came. A beautiful sky, a little bit humid, but yeah. I think that's a good reminder for us that sailing doesn't stink all the time. But it does stink when the toilet is broken. So.
The toilet is not broken anymore.
No, we have a new one. Little midnight update here. Everything is still going smooth. We are doing around 3 knots with 6 knots of wind. Just saw the craziest thing. I think it must be the Starlink satellites. But it looked so intense, like a sort of an alien invasion. You see all these satellites in a row, quite bright. I've never seen it before, so. Or maybe we are being invaded. And a few shooting stars. So I wish we had a better camera, or I knew how to operate that one, so you could see anything except our tablet or our mast line. But, well, it's pretty cool and very calm still, and no traffic. So, good night.
Don't know how much wind is in the camera. Film from in here then. So we can see Monaco. We made it to the other side. It's a very dirty window for you. It's a very humid night, but other than that, actually very, very comfortable sail. We've probably motored about 15-20%. We thought it would be maybe more like 60. To be fair, we're going somewhere between 0 knots and 1.8. So we have been going very, very slow for 100 nautical miles. We still have 10 to go. But it's been beautiful sail, very comfortable, and honestly, when it's like this, you can just stay out here forever. It's better than the anchorages, it's better than the marinas. It doesn't matter that it's slow, it's just lovely, comfortable. And Leo is still asleep. Oh, you can see my silhouette. Leo's still asleep in there. He's very, very grumpy. I don't really know why he's so grumpy.
I'm not grumpy. I have the sun in my head and Kai is farting in my face.
Yeah, that's what he does. You want to say something to the good people?
Good morning. No, it was really not, I mean, as nice as a night crossing can be.
It was very comfortable.
Except for the 2-3 hours we had to engine, where there was really no wind at all.
Yeah.
We could have just taken the sails down, but I looked at the forecast at some point. And, yeah, I mean...
2 and 3 hours is fine.
Yeah. Need to run it. Need to have warm water to do dishes.
Yeah. That's still within the boundaries of a future electric engine. So...
We get an electric car, it's less bumpy.
And Kai seems very happy as well. It's easy for him to exist when everything is this calm, to do his business. And he always enjoys the... Kai, I'm talking about you. Could you look at the camera when I'm talking about you? Thank you. I'm just saying that you really enjoy the passages because it means you get to sleep on the sofa with me and Daddy. Right? Yeah? Yeah? You do enjoy that, right? Yeah. Good boy. Okay, you can go back to sleep now.